teams and moves to the next level like you did on that play, you'll have a lot of success. Because you're really going to be watching this guard pretty much every single time. This guy here, a lot of times will double team at the point of attack, try to push this guy out of the way, and then get to the next level. If he gets to the next level, you will have the ability to get to the next level yourself. As you can see, I got almost down the field completely. If I had a little bit more speed, I might have been gone because the receiver, Tyreek Hill, did a great job of picking up that safety, which is also a block you can look for a lot of time. So that's the video. If you guys want to see more out of the Kansas City Chiefs offense, as always, out of their playbook, which I know is one of the more popular playbooks in the game, hit the like button, let me know in the comment section. Other than that, thanks for watching, man. My shit out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my... The best way to run it, as you can see, there really isn't a ton of space. So the best way to run this, because the defense is basically pulled to the right, is basically just flipping the play with the left stick and now running it to the open space. Which you can see here, the guard will come over and pick up that linebacker, and I typically have nothing but sprinting space to the edge. It's going to be best against like cover 3s and cover 4s because the cornerbacks drop back as well, but you're going to see how a lot of times, I mean, you can take this up the middle here too if that area presents itself, but a lot of times it's just a sprint to the edge, and that's all you really got to do. You can follow the guard a little bit if you want to, but a lot of times I find it's just best to just, you know, there the linebacker was kind of coming down and filling outside, so that's really your only read because there's nothing immediately out here. A lot of times you just have to read the linebacker. Is he going to cut you off? Like right here, he just comes right up the middle. There's nothing cutting me off out here, so I can basically just sprint outside. You're just reading that middle linebacker. He's the only guy that can really get in the way of a play like this. A lot of times you'll have a gap right in this area, but it's something that I think EA kind of patched because this was a really overpowered run. Now it's just kind of a nice inside run to basically keep your opponent honest. But ultimately, you will get a lot of gaps from time to time, and a lot of times that guard will kick up to the next step like he did right there. That block is really key. If the guard double teams and moves to the next level like you did on that play, you'll have a lot of success. Because you're really going to be watching this guard pretty much every single time. This guy here, a lot of times will double team at the point of attack, try to push this guy out of the way, and then get to the next level. If he gets to the next level, you will have the ability to get to the next level yourself. As you can see, I got almost down the field completely. If I had a little bit more speed, I might have been gone because the receiver, Tyreek Hill, did a great job of picking up that safety, which is also a block you can look for a lot of time. So that's the video. If you guys want to see more out of the Kansas City Chiefs offense, as always, out of their playbook, which I know is one of the more popular playbooks in the game, hit the like button, let me know in the comment section. Other than that, thanks for watching, man. My shit out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below. Yeah, a bit of an exaggeration, but I probably feel like I have 8 or 9 plays in this formation. It's one of my favorite formations. It's one of my go-tos in gameplay. It's one of the most explosive. As you can see, I mean, there's a couple of plays, like this one right here, the drive corner, where I averaged 21 yards a play. If I have my audible set up, the Z spot would be one of them. I need a run play, even though I really don't like the quick base that much. It's the best run play that I guess it has. I wish I had an inside zone, I really do. But the next play would probably be the drive corner.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington football team. This is Tony Pollard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So let's get right into the play. Like I said, against cover 2, there's really not a ton of things you need to do. I would just say streaking this X route would be enough, because I'm really going to be attacking this Y route. This Y route here, it doesn't dramatically arc the same way that, you know, maybe like a corner route would, like you might have in like a bench corner or a bench switch concept or something like that. We're going to move the ball over because I got to pass it quite a bit based off of this angle. The angle that the Y route is running compared to, like, I don't know if there's another play that has like a traditional corner route, if I look myself, like the A route in this play on the Z spot, which is kind of like a traditional corner route. This is more like a man-B version of a corner route. It doesn't arc as dramatically, but I still find that that's positive, because you're going to see how this particular play beats a lot of different defenses based off of that. So like I said, right here, all I'm doing is waiting for that streak to pull that guy back. And I could
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, blowing the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone earlier for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stopped him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
Cover 6 here, which is a cover 4 for let-eye. Anything where you see a matching concept style cover 4, it's going to be a very gritty one-play touchdown, which it's a defense I see a lot. I don't know about you guys, but I see a lot of cover 4 quarters online. Like I said, this play here, I don't really need to do anything. If anything, motioning this guy out, because I'm going to motion this guy out a lot in this formation. Motioning him out will basically ISO him to this safety here, which is basically what I'm trying to attack anyway as I get under pressure. Like I said, once again, got to block that running back. I keep forgetting to do that. And I get a ton of one-play touchdowns every particular play. You can see these safeties. Look how he just bites inside.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses show. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Properly, and you can see it's just an
on
easy
to
one-play
punt now,
touchdown. It's a pretty good
as he
safety.
boots this one away.
Actually, one of the better.
Here comes Carter.
80+ overall safety, so he's a good player. I mean, I think he's a
That's a
higher
49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Anything cover 4 related, like I said, cover 6, anything, it's going to be a one-play touchdown as receivers. I've scored a ton of touchdowns using that exact same concept. This route is also a really good man-beating route, which is another thing I see a lot. We'll go ahead and we'll run it against. We'll run against mid-blitz to start. This play here has a lot of good
What is going on here? Are they serious?
Because I definitely don't have
First down.
Receivers, but
And
the
they're
speed
in
out
punt
here is a really good play if you're catching a lot of heat. You just have to wait until he's outside the cornerback. And then I typically like to
what
pull
a
it.
play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
But the drag and everything is. But the drag and the A-route are probably going to be user covered, if anything. So that's why I'm saying that the other...
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Like I said, this guy
and they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Including cover 2 man, which we're going to go ahead, we're going to pick next. So we're going to pick a cover 2 man. So against cover 1, cover 0, it's pretty much going to be the same. You're going to have all the same routes open.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Route on a streak, so you can pull that safety back. And then this is pretty much going to be another really big play. You can see that safety.
He's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets us up just shy of the 15.
That safety has to react to that streak.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Prescott.
P.A. Cross has a lot of uses.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
It's not really, the point of these motions.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What they're looking at based on
certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football, getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
If you want to streak the wire out,
and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he's standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open.
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Also getting in there.
Pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line.
I've seen a lot of times when I run this play, particularly, that the cornerback, he gets way past the
on the return, Carter.
Just kind of spreads the
good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And I can just basically pull it and pass it outside. So that's something to keep in mind. But without a doubt, this is definitely, the amount of separation that you have here. A little bit more speed would be going by 8 more. Now remember, I didn't really throw in the first play there with the drive corner. You also have this check down.
They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Still have a good option in this offense, or at least with these 2 plays.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Make the most sense because it's not necessarily man zero beaters, so it's going to pick a cover 1 robber. The X route, once again, if I motion him out and isolate him, I mean, obviously the Y route's going to be a good check down. But this route here, the X route, is a really good, especially a cover 1 man beater, because you can see how it gets.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 72 yards. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Center line good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Center line out now to kick this one away.
And then we're also going to do, what is that, a mesh spot.
DeAndre Carter returning it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
If I want to put the RB route into traditional wheel route, I find that's best. It arches a little bit better when it comes to cover 2, and then streak the B route. That's all I really have to do. The RB route here, if I can buy enough time, will be a big play.
What is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
But that's probably the more explosive version. I can attack the other side too if I just make some motions over to the bunch, which is something I really didn't do a lot of in the first series of plays, but I can definitely do this a lot. I will do this a lot in today's video. Motion this guy over and basically create a bunch concept. On this particular setup, I would
the Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, we're going to milk the clock. Hey, we're just going to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
But ultimately,
now Prescott.
I guess the double backs might be a better setup. Let's see if we can get a touchdown. As we get some big plays here, so I'm going to have to
and that is intercepted. Or was it? We still say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 10.
The give is to Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Prescott yet again. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. So possession goes over here on the punt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
1st down, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the 1st half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
there, the curl flaps. A lot of times people don't really know what the curl flap difference. For the cheapest, fastest, most reliable.
The Evo is getting some special treatment today. It's 2021, and I don't know if you guys heard or not, but Underground is back, baby. In this box right over here is something that I have been waiting for the past couple of weeks. We got something really cool for you, baby. We got some time to waste today. Let's open the box up. That's some good packaging right there. Look at that. I wonder if it's in this box too. As you can see, we're really excited. So we got two kits. There's two stacks in here too. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, any little notes. All I gotta say, this is the best Underground money can buy. This is a very new company, and we were fortunate enough to get the test run. So this product isn't even released to the public yet. Like, if you wanted to buy this, you can't. We got our hands on it super early, and this is actually 2 sets of the test run for the product. It's pretty cool that we were able to get our hands on it pretty soon, but by the time this video goes out, it might actually be closer to the time where you guys can buy this. So let's check out what's inside the box. We got the side strips right over here, front strips over here, rear. Dude, that's just some good packaging right there. You gotta appreciate good packaging. This isn't sponsored by any means. Our buddy at First Patty came out with a new underglow company, and it's awesome. And I wanted to get my hands on it as soon as I could and try it out for myself. So today we're going to be trying it out for ourselves, and yeah, just really appreciate the attention to detail. We got a bunch of zip ties, the Scooby snacks we definitely have to save for later. I'm guessing this is just a bunch of things to hold up the wires. We got the controller itself. Oh no, it's not a regular controller. It's actually a magic controller. I don't really know what's magic about it, but it's a controller. And the last thing, we have got all the wires in here. This is a lot of wires. Jeez, installation instructions kit, which I'm probably going to have to use.
Nice example there. Tight end, doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside?
I don't know where we're going to put that, but we got to put it somewhere. That sticker is down. The front, rear, the sides, the instruction kit, stuff to install it, the controller, and the wires. This is supposed to be everything that we need to install it on the car.
4 down, first down carry. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Now this batch of products is called the test run. The reason why we call it a test run is because basically we're testing it out, we're making sure everything works, and if there are any issues, we hit up one and they address it right away so that those issues never come up ever again. So before we actually take the underglow and install it underneath the car, what it says on the instructions is to plug in everything and make sure that all of the LEDs are working. If there's any issues, they're going to send out a replacement part right away. Before we do anything, let's just test out and make sure all of the lights are working properly. That the side is here. This is the first time I'm seeing it. That's nice. Alright, take this. Alright, so there's the clip. Right off the bat, you can see that there's a little seal over here. And then there's also threads to make sure that all the wires are super tight and no rubber gets in. That is huge. Over here. So now there's 2 different LED strips for the front. Because this underglow is a lot different than any underglow you've ever seen on the market before. There's a reason this underglow has just been blowing up on TikTok. Here is the little controller box that's going to be sitting in the engine bay. On the power harness with an on and off switch, this is going to be mounted inside through the firewall, which is a pain in the butt to get through on this car, so that should be exciting. We got a relay, we already have a fuse, which is sweet, because we don't have to do that. One other thing to do with us, power and ground wire, this is going to connect to the battery, and then we got a power and ground over here, which is going to connect to the actual brain itself. On the left side of this box, we got a port for power and ground, power and bottom, down on top. It's actually super simple. You just unscrew from down there, just stick the power wire in where it needs to go, and then just tighten the screw. Alright. And it just clamps down to the wire. It's so easy. Nice and tight. Now we're going to take this harness and screw it into this side of the box. Same deal that we did over here.
They'll go with a big bag for it. And they'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Alright, so just for quick testing purposes, we hooked it up to the battery terminals. Positive over there, negative over here. We know that the power is working because this little remote is turning on. I have everything really quickly connected together. We're going to turn it on, make sure that all the LEDs work, and if they do, then we can go ahead and install them on the car. Alright, turn it on, and look at that. Alright, so we're getting power. All the LEDs seem to be working. I'm trying to look for like even one LED to see if like one isn't turning on, but it seems like we're in pretty good shape. This is bouncing between a bunch of different colors right now. We haven't connected to the app. There's actually an app for this controller that you can use to change the colors for everything and change like the design and all that good stuff. We haven't connected to the app just yet. I just wanted to make sure that everything works. Looking at it, it seems like we're in some good shape, boys. All the lights and all the LEDs seem like they're working good. That's good. Alright, turn it off, disconnect it, and time to put it on the car. Alright, so now that we know that everything works, it's time to wire everything into the car. Now this is probably going to be the biggest pain in the butt throughout the entire process. This switch has to go inside of the car, so that means we have to run it through the firewall, and the firewall on this car sucks. Realistically, getting through firewalls always sucks. Luckily, we already routed the air suspension lines through the firewall, so we know exactly where it routed from, and we can kind of just follow the air suspension lines, how we had it before. Fuse, relay, and the actual brain itself can stay inside the engine bay. Just keep it away from the exhaust. And then this little button you want inside the car so you can just turn your underglow on or off. Luckily it has a little disconnect right over here so we can just feed that through the firewall.
So Prescott and the Cowboys
Alright, so realistically, that was the second part of the process right there. It's really hard to see, but right there, we got the plug sticking out. Maybe pull the plug out a tiny bit one. There we go. Got the plug on the inside, got it through the firewall. It was a big pain in the butt, but we got through. We got the subject part done, it's out of the way. We can forget about it. We gotta figure out our game plan. We gotta figure out exactly where we're mounting it. There's a bunch of different places where you can mount it, even if you have the same car. It all depends on your lip, your splitter. Plus my little brother has a lip and splitter underneath of that lip. What we're gonna have to do is mount the light to the splitter. If we didn't have a splitter, we'll probably do it to the lip or maybe even the bumper, but because you have the splitter and it has like this little piece right here, we don't want to put it anywhere behind it because it's going to block off the light. You don't want to block off the light, you want to see as much as you can, so we're gonna put the LED strip like as close as we can to the back of the splitter. It's going to be a little tricky, but we're going to be one side, we're going to have the side splitter, so we're going to be mounting it onto the side splitter. Obviously, you can just mount it like right to your pitch weld. You can do that if you wanted to, but since we have the side splitter, this is going to be closer to the ground. I'm pretty sure you want your, like, I want to show more. You want to show it off, right? Yeah. So if you want to show it off, like, you put it back here, it's going to be pitched just a little bit more. I think his recommendation was like 2 inches inwards, which kind of works out. So we should be alright. We're going to mount the side splitter. It goes really straight to the side splitter, so we should be alright. On this side, we're going to put it into the inside of the side splitter as much as we can. The factory is where it's going to go tricky. We measured out the bumper, we didn't have a diffuser. And now we have a diffuser. So now we have to figure out where we're going to put the rear LED strips. I'm thinking maybe run up along the lines of like right here, but we'll figure it out when we get to it. Let's just kind of mock up the front and let's mock up the sides. Sound good? Alright. Look at that fresh silicone, dude. That is so nice. I'm excited to do this tonight. So the way this underglow is a little bit different is normally underglow would kind of just be one color all around. This kind of has like a rainbow effect. Is that what I'll put an example on screen right now of how it works. So in order to do that, you need to have 2 different LED strips in the front that kind of send like light out this way. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. So here is one half of the front. So we put it from the middle, like you can kind of line it up right here. You can kind of line it up with the emblem because emblems are usually right in the middle. Line it up halfway, and then we just run it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
You just kind of run it along where you need it.
And just think of what it's like down the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablets and what you did last drive.
The other half of the bumper.
Points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're
There's
trying to figure
arrows
out how
on
to fix
each
things
one of
there.
these LED pieces, right?
Perfect defense in this situation
Over there,
would have meant
there's
that
a
there was
tiny
an
little arrow.
incompletion.
Since these LED strips are directional, you can see you need the arrows pointed towards the back. So you got this arrow pointed here, this arrow pointed here. All the arrows need to go to the back. It comes with 3M tape, so you can just stick it to the car. But you can't just stick it to the car because that is gross. If you just throw the LED strips onto this, guaranteed it's going to come off within the first hour of driving because that is just way too dirty. You need a nice clean surface to put the 3M tape on. So first we're going to take some degreaser, clean up the side skirt, and then we're going to take some alcohol, clean it up again, and then we can stick the 3M tape on there. You always got to make sure the surface that you 3M tape is nice and clean. We're going to do the front footer, the side skip, as well as the
And
digit.
he takes it past the 45 and down to the 46. And Sean right there on the tackle.
You gotta look at the arrows, right? So the arrow is pointing back, that's the proper way. Alright, so it's the moment, bro. There's no going back after this. You ready? Alright, take it off to the back of the three and safe now. No going back.
They go back to their home.
No going back.
They're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
She's down.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33.
I know exactly.
Alright, this turn, this like little curve is gonna be difficult a little bit.
That's why I tell all you guys, we need more than one tackler to the ball.
And
He broke the first tackle.
there we go. Alright, and then just kind of follow along the imaginary line that we made ourselves before. Alright, here we go. First LED strip is officially laid down now. Let's do that. Look at that.
40 yards rushing for him now.
And to the next. First LED strip is officially on.
Preceded it, but still.
Easy, right?
Easy.
Easy. Time to put on the
Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Brady's going to sneak it.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low risk, low reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
That's solid 1 minute to install on the phone. Solid. I'm sweating, bro. That's how nervous I was. I'm sweating. On to the next. On to the next. The front strips are officially done. They are mounted on there. We're not going to connect the wires just yet. We'll leave the wires at the end. And now it's time to move on to the side strips and then the diffuser. Pretty easy. Same thing that we did in the front. Goes to the side. After that, we do this on Jackson. It might be a tad bit easier. We could have done on Jackson, but I figured on a lift, you guys will be able to see it a lot better. But because it is on a lift, we have these massive freaking beams in the way. We're going to have to kind of go like up above the beam. And yeah, it's going to be a little weird, but you know, we'll make do. I don't like to take off this whole red strip right away just because, like, you know, you can't really control what happens to that end of the strip right away. So I just like to take off, like, peel it as you go. Yeah, peel it as you go. And keep running it. Boom, like that. Look at that. Beautiful. Done. Easy as that. Wasn't too difficult. Same deal on the other side. We're going to do the same thing that we did on this side. We're going to do on this side. We ran into a little bit of an issue. So 3 at tape doesn't stick to ABS plastic. I agree with that. We just tried to attach those LED strips to the diffuser, and this diffuser is made out of ABS plastic, and it was just not having it. The solution to that is just to move the LED strips a little bit back. We're going to start the strip from like right here, and then end it like halfway right there, basically where the back is. We figured out a new way of how we're going to mount it. We put up the heat shield where the exhaust, and mount it where the heat shield goes. And there's like this little brace that's convenient enough for us. This line was like pretty much halfway up the bar. We're just going to line this up right here. So, yeah. Easy peasy. I mean, at least it's going to light up the film. I don't actually know how that's going to look. That's being my first time seeing it like it. Like, you know, I've never seen it like it. They told me to burn it. Yeah, that's definitely a concern. Easy peasy. Okay. Now this is getting pretty exciting. So we got all of the LED strips. Now we got the front on the splitter. We have the side on the side splitters, and then we just mounted up the rear underglow right on this little brace. All the underglow strips are officially on the car. Now we can start wiring everything up. We need to wire everything properly and make sure that none of these wire extensions get into anything that moves. Just try to keep it away from any moving parts. That's basically it. So we have 4 extensions that we can play with right over here. So basically all these extensions do is it takes the power from the front LED strip, we run it along the underneath of the car, bring it to the side strip, it transfers over the power to this side, and then the other strip we take from here and run it along to the
He's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. First and 10.
We are officially done with the full underglow install. I wired everything up.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Longer than I expected, just because we kind of had to figure out how we're going to wire it in. I wanted to make sure I wired everything as good as I could, so That way, in case we want to take off the bumper, or in case we have to take off any of the LED strips, we don't have any issues, and also, so we don't have any issues as we're driving. So let me show you guys how we did everything real quick. Starting with the front, so here's exactly where we put the LED strips. We put it on the side splitter, or, sorry, front splitter, not side splitter, front splitter. We put it further back on the splitter, so the wire came out towards the end of the bumper right over here. We zip tied it to the bumper. I ran it across to the frame of the car, ran along the body of the car, tightly zip tied everything so nothing is moving. This wire is pretty tight, it's not going to go anywhere, and it's not going to hit anything that is moving. Wired it across the subframe and then across the underneath body panel, and then boom, connected it here to the side skirt. You guys can see right there, there's the connection, and we zip tied it so it's nice and tight. Those wires are nice and tight and they ain't going nowhere. So exactly what we did on this side, we did on this side. Ran it across the body, and then attached it to the side skirt, zip tied it nice and tight so the wires don't go anywhere, and most importantly, we made sure that no wires are near any moving parts. At the end of the side skirt, we have the wire running across onto the handbrake line, so we took out the heat shields for the OEM muffler, put the LED strips under there, and then had one going this way. There is where the wires connect to, and then had one going this way, and then you guys can't really see it that well, but exactly what's on this side is on that side. So everything is wired up pretty good. Fingers crossed we don't run into any problems with the wires ripping out or anything like that. We're just going to see over time how everything works out. And also, I want to show one last thing. So you guys can see that this front splitter has kind of like a lip to it. So what I was scared is that since my brother does ride kind of low, you guys can already see that the front splitter has been like scratched up a little bit because he scraped. Now originally this wire was going around this, and I figured, yo, if he scrapes, he's probably going to scrape the wire and destroy the wire. So we cut out little indentations right there where the wire can kind of feed through, one on this side and one on that side. Hopefully that protects the wire just a little bit. So that's what we ran underneath the car. We're going to bring the car down and show you guys what we did in the engine bay. Alright, so the engine bay, it ain't the prettiest thing in the world, but it's functional. That's all that matters for us right now. So, had the wire burning up in between the bumper and the rad support. I have it kind of underneath the plastic tip, coming up to here, and then this is just tied down as well. Again, this is basically the whole frame of everything. This connects to your phone, the power brick from this side. It sends out signals for different colors of the underglow through this side, and also this Bluetooth lead. Is that what Bluetooth lead? It connects to your phone through Bluetooth. There we go. We have a super long power harness.
Let's go, let's go.
Definitely did not need some expense to curl it up, but positive, negative, everything is connected, ready to go. Everything's pretty much out of the way. That's how we're gonna rock it, boys. It's functional. So that is pretty much the entire low-glow, underglow install. I'm really excited to see how this thing is actually gonna perform outside. It's almost sundown, and this thing peaks at golden hour. So I'm really excited to see this on the drive. Me and my brother are on two separate cars. So while we're driving, I am gonna be filming. I'll get some clips of this thing rolling on the highway on the way home, because this thing is gonna look so sweet. I am so excited to see how this thing is gonna look on the road. But yeah, that is pretty much the entire install.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
My fault, fellas.
Damn, this wind's probably killing this audio. It's gonna take over the world. Take it over the sea.
To start out here, 2nd and 11.
Oh.
Yeah, go down lane again.
Oh, it didn't stop. Damn, dude. That is OG garage. The Evo is taking up like the whole garage. I don't know how we used to do editing here. Like just looking at it now, I don't understand. We built the Skyline's motor, we molded the DRZ's wide body kit, and then we manual swapped it, and then we painted the DRZ engine right in this rug, right here on the floor. Crazy to think that we did so much in this garage, and it's like, I don't know, there's not really that much space. I guess this shop really did spoil us, but I'm glad that we have a shop now. I'm glad that we have a lot more space for all our shenanigans, but it's really cool to see the Evo back in the garage. Huge shout out to Pat for creating such an amazing product and also having such great customer service, to be honest. Like, this product is amazing in itself, and also the fact that he's just going above and beyond to make sure that everything is absolutely perfect. I talked to a bunch of other people that got this pre-run underglow kit, and everybody has just great things to say about him and his products. Turn this off. Look at that.
In the box with an extra
Right.
defender
It
in the
is
secondary.
right. Keep in mind that this whole product is a pre-run. The product hasn't even been released to the public. So if you want it, you literally can't even get it yet. We are technically the test run. So right now, it's in the process of creating an app for this thing because the app that he's using right now, it kind of sucks. Product is amazing, but the app sucks. Because the app sucks, it kind of makes it sometimes it's a little hard to use the product, but he said by the time that he's going to actually release this to the public, he's going to get the whole app situation figured out, and he's actually creating his own app, which is pretty crazy. It's pretty sweet. The app right now, it does the job. It's not the best. The app has a bunch of different modes. You can do solid colors, but when you do solid colors, you have cool as hell underglow kit like this. You got directional colors. That's 200 modes. 200 modes. 200 modes. The directional underglow is just such a game changer. Dude, look at that! Oh yeah, you can change the speed on this thing. You guys can see that there's a little gap.
Good D, good D, good D.
So we have that 2-inch little gap between the underglow. Basically, I kind of messed up, right? So when we were measuring it, I didn't measure it absolutely perfectly, and we left off like an inch or 2 inches or whatever, and that's why he had
Good block, good block.
like that. So he called me and was like, yo, I'll send you out a longer strip just so you can connect that. He wants to make sure that this thing looks absolutely perfect. And I really, really appreciate that. It's not just a random big company that's just trying to make money on some car enthusiasts. It's an actual car enthusiast that made a product that we all use. Because Underglow used to be ricey, but now it's right? Underglow needed to come back, and this is it. I'm telling you guys right now, this is not the last time you guys are going to be seeing low glow, Underglow on the channel. We're definitely going to be messing with it a little bit more, and that would be exciting. What do you think about the Underglow? It's my favorite mod. It's your favorite mod so far? That's a big all your parts are I do like it a lot, dude. I like it a lot. I can't wait to get some actual good footage of this thing rolling. But until then, I hope this video kind of helped you guys out if you guys were in the market for getting your own Underglow. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to
Hey
read,
guys,
react,
Chris
and
Fix
make
here,
a
and
play.
today I'm going to show you how to install LED lights like
guys.
these in your truck bed. That way when you
Good hit,
go on
good
to the
hit.
tailgate, everything lights up and you can see it. Now I know not everyone has a pickup truck, so don't worry. You could use this guide to install the exact same LED lights anywhere in your car or truck, like underneath your hood. So when you pop the hood open, it lights up under here. You can work on it. And in order to show you how well this install works, let's shut the lights. Okay, now with the underhood lights, I have it set up so you click a button, and when you click that button, look at that. That looks so good. Now you can easily work under the hood, no problem at all. Come back over here to shut it off, and you are good to go. Now with the truck bed, all you have to do is open the tailgate, and voila, check that out. You can see everything you need to get to in your truck bed. And then all you have to do is close it, and it shuts off. But since I already did this on my truck, we need to install bed lights on a different truck, a Ford Raptor, but not just any Ford Raptor. I'm Jacob, you're Chris fixing my truck. So these are my friends and fellow YouTubers, Jacob and Yuri, from the YouTube channel, The Straight Pipes. And they drove all the way from Canada so we can install some bed lights and make an awesome video to show you guys how it's done. Let's get started. Now the goal for this project is for it to be fun and simple. We're going to be doing this at home in our driveway with common products and tools. Actually, this is all you're going to need, and it's going to cost you less than $30. Let me show you what we need. So we're going to be using a fuse, because you always want to fuse your projects. We're going to be using an on-off switch so we can turn the lights on and off. Create a magnetic on-off switch so when you close the bed, it's off. When you open the bed, it's on. And then we have some white LEDs. Again, common hand tools with a wire strippers. Gonna need a multimeter, soldering gun. We have 14 gauge wire. Always put your wire in a wire protector. Then I have random connectors just in case you might need them. They're inexpensive as well. I'm gonna link all this stuff in the description so you can easily find it. If you see something you want to use, it'll be linked below. As always, put on your safety glasses before we begin. And the most important thing to do is to write out a wiring diagram. So you want to make sure that you have everything all set up. We know we're going from the front where the battery is. We're running a power wire to the tailgate, and then we know how we're going to run our LED lights. So these are LED lights around here in the bed, and then we have our switch, which is right here, which goes to the magnetic switch, which goes to the ground. This will make a lot more sense once we get started. Now, I don't want you guys who don't know how to wire stuff to get discouraged. This is very, very simple. If you don't know how to wire something in like an LED light, do not worry. It is all you do is remember, that wire here is the positive wire that goes to the positive wire on the battery. That's going to give you your power. So you're going to run a wire to this from your battery. The black wire, which is this right here, that is your ground. You're going to just tighten that to some point on the car. That is bare metal. It's called a chassis ground. So any bare metal piece, and by bare metal it means it's not painted, you're going to just make sure that connects to that bare metal piece. And just to give you a good real-life example, we have the positive wire connected to the positive side of the battery, and then if you get the negative side and attach it to a chassis ground, boom, you have one. Now, if you want, you can put a switch in here. So the switch basically does this. It connects it to turn the light on, it disconnects it to turn it off. That's all that is happening. It's that simple. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is figure out where we're going to install the bed lights. Now, I spoke to the owner, Jacob, and he asked me to do a clean install. An install where you can't even tell there's aftermarket lights in here. So the idea is to do it very similarly to the way I did it with my truck. So we're going to hide the LED lights underneath the bed rails. Now we'll be using a ribbon LED, and this is a 5630 LED, so it's very bright. It's a white color, and on the back it has double-sided tape. So this is going to fit right up in here very nicely. We have a pinky surface with double-sided tape to stick to, and that looks perfect right there. And now that we know where we're going to put the LED lights, next you want to lay them out in about the same area so you know you're talking about. This is 16 feet worth of LED lights. And as you can see, as we make our way around the truck bed, we have just enough LED lighting to make it around this wide 5.5-foot bed. So now that we know where we're going to place the lights and that we have enough, let's install the lights. But before you attach the lights, it's very important to get isopropyl alcohol and clean the surface with lights.
Goddamn phone call. I ain't answering. Ah, motherfucker. Caught it anyway. Good shit.
Before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline.
Anymore. It's actually a plastic bed liner. It's textured and it's a little bit oily, so you want to make sure you clean it really well with that isopropyl alcohol before you try to stick this on. And I'm talking about really well, because I have a feeling this might not stick with the double-sided tape that's included right here. If that's the case, don't worry. I have a trick that we can use that'll definitely work. But right now, it's just trying to get this to work. So clean this down really well. And moment of truth, let's adhere this to the plastic bed cover and see if it sticks. Now, I don't trust the double-sided tape on this plastic. It's going to probably fall off over time. It's not holding on very well, so let me show you a little trick. So the trick to this is to use this VHB, very high bonding tape, which is a really strong double-sided tape that's way better than what the LED lights come with. And all you need to do is stick it onto the plastic bed cover like so, and already I can tell this is working way better. Just make sure you press it down with a good amount.
Oh, that was you. You had that.
And line up our LED strip and press it onto the very high bonding tape like so. And that is definitely not coming off, so that's nice and strong on there. Now you can do that for the whole thing if you want, but it's not necessary on any of the painted parts, just the tricky textured plastic parts. So let's continue to adhere the LED lights around the rest of the front of the bed, and then let's finish up along the driver's side of the bed, working our way to the rear of the truck. Alright, so that is the end of our LED strip, and I'm going to just leave this right here. But right now, we have a complete LED strip all the way around the bed, and that should light this up very nicely at night. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how we're going to set all this up with the switch, with the magnetic switch, and everything's going to go behind here, so we need to take this off. In order to take this off, it's very simple. There should be two screws. There should be one down here, but there's only one holding this in, so let's unscrew that screw and get the taillight out. And the axis behind our taillight makes it really convenient to run all our wires right here. You can see this hole right here. That hole is factory.
Good shit.
That makes it awesome because I know the owner of the truck doesn't want me to drill any holes if I don't have to. So I'm going to be able to put our switch right in that hole, and it stays factory. That's great, and it's cool to make things work with what you have already. So less holes you have to drill, the better. And besides that hole right there for our switch, we also have another hole right back here, which our wires could go right through for the LED lights. So it's very convenient to work with the holes that we already have built into the chassis.
So with our LED wires right back here, now we want to get our switch in place into that hole. So with the switch, we can take the wires off the back and we can unscrew the locking nut off the back. And then we can fit the switch into the stop hole. And the switch is a little too small for our hole. So an easy fix is to get a washer that fits on the switch like that, and check it out. Now the switch fits into the hole nicely. So now we need to drill a hole in the bed liner so the switch can be accessed through that. And first, you want to use a screwdriver or a pick to push a small pilot hole into the plastic bed liner so we know exactly where we need to drill. Now here's the drill bit that we're going to be using. This is called a Christmas tree bit because, well, it looks like a Christmas tree. And it has different sizes on here that you could drill to. But we don't want to go past our 5/8 of an inch size, which is right there. That's exactly the width of the outside of our switch. So 16 millimeters or 5/8 of an inch. And since this spins really quickly, it's very easy to lose track of how deep the drill bit is. So what I like to do is mark the bit with a nice bright color, like this green. So we know exactly how far to drill and we know we need to stop right there. Otherwise, it's hard to tell, and you could drill a hole that's too big, and that wouldn't be good. Now we could use our pilot hole to accurately drill into the plastic, and once the green is gone, we are deep enough, so we are done. Now we can test fit the switch, and check it out. This fits perfect. So let's add a washer to the back of the switch, and grab the lock nut and tighten it down. And finally, connect the wiring harness to the back. Alright, so our switch is in there, and check this out. Look at how
good shit.
It's flush in here. It looks completely stopped. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Good shit.
So what we're going to be doing is now we need to figure out how we're going to wire this up. And the benefit is when you buy it online, it comes with a wiring diagram. So we have a switch that does light up. So this is supposed to light up red. But the owner doesn't want it to light up at all. So the lights for the switch are this black wire and the red wire. So we can immediately remove those. Don't worry about those. Now we have two green wires. One of the green wires has a black and green. And then we have a white ground. So the white ground we need, and then the black and green, and the green are the ones we have to figure out what we're going to be doing. So with just the straight green,
good shit, good shit.
And we don't want that. We want it to be on all the time, and we want it to be off when you press it. So to do that, off when you press it is the green and black wire. And if you come over here, you can see we have the green and black wire right here that we need. We have our white ground wire, and then the other wires that we don't need are all tied up. I'm going to just move those off to the side since we don't need them. So here's the two wires that we need. We're set here, so now we can go and install our magnetic switch. And I have it set up on a multimeter so I can show you guys how this is going to work. This right here is the magnetic switch, and here is the other end, which is a magnet. Right now, when these magnets are separated, the circuit is closed. So it's getting power. The bed lights will be on. So when this comes close, the circuit will open and we won't have power to the lights. So you open the bed.
Good game, good game, good game, cuz.
The power cuts off. That's exactly what we want.
Good game, my man.
Which cuts all power no matter what. Just in case you leave your tailgate open because you have something big in it, you don't have the LED lights on. So now we need to find the place to put these where when the tailgate is open, it's separated, and when it's closed and opens the circuit. So we want the magnet that's separated from the wire, the one that doesn't have wires attached to it, to be on the tailgate because this is what's going to move back and forth. We don't want the wires to move back and forth.
Gotta blaze up for that one, coach.
So this is going to go on the tailgate somewhere, probably down here. So I'm thinking right down here. I'm just going to place it right here for now. I'm not going to stick it on with sticky tape, just use the magnetic force to hold it in place.
This was a fun one, just a close game. Nothing comes easy.
That looks perfect. And since this spot is good, we're going to use it for the magnet, but first clean it off with some isopropyl alcohol, then we can peel the backing off the double-sided tape and stick it on there. Now we have to get the other side with the wire connected and place it over here somewhere so that we know it works. So I'm going to use some tape so we can test it out instead of taking the double-sided tape off. I'm just going to estimate where it needs to be. I'm going to say right about